He's like, the people that I'm doing leases for right now all make a ton of money. He's like, they're all software energies and stuff,
Right.
and engineers. They have all these like 150K a year income and all that kind of stuff. He says they're
Yes.
renting places now. He says, but they're buying later, right?
We don't see all this nutty stuff when things are good, do we? Like, I don't remember all these rent strikes 3, 4 years ago. They're more recent. Like,
Once in a
as
while, you
things,
heard about it. Yeah.
I think it, like we were even talking earlier this week, like people are just going fucking bananas right now. Like things are just really getting tough for a lot of people. And so, if you
Mhm.
get a building that's, got problems and people are having other outside issues now, compounding the issues in the building, and there's enough of them getting all fired up to get one of these rent strikes going on. Like
Mhm.
there's all these outside factors that are pushing people to do crazy shit right now,
Mhm.
right? People are going bankrupt all over the place. People are just, everything is like really weird right now. Meanwhile, you see people making a shit ton of money too, right?
And
Like,
so I was talking to one of my colleagues who's doing leases, and he was giving me some insight. He said, because everyone's like, "Oh, you're doing a lot of leases. Like, what's going on?" And he's like, trying to build up. He's newer on the team. He's trying to build up his database and all that kind of stuff. He's like, the people that I'm doing leases for right now all make a ton of money. He's like, they're all software energies and stuff,
right.
and engineers. They have all these like they have 150K a year income and all that kind of stuff. He says they're
Yes.
renting places now. He says, but they're buying later.
Because they got to
You
save
know?
up a down payment. They make a lot of money all of a sudden, right? They
Yeah.
have good income per month, but they either don't have a down payment or they can't qualify for a good loan yet, right?
Or they just don't
Or
believe
they're
in the
just
market. But
waiting. Yeah, some of them are
regardless,
waiting.
like
Or
there's
they
a
don't
lot of
even give a
people,
shit to own, we were saying last week, is right. This younger
the younger
generation, some of them
generation.
don't give a
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Which proves my
Why would they?
thesis, TK, is people want
Remind me of your thesis.
well, people want
Which
a
thesis?
nice rental building in a
Yes.
nice
That thesis.
area, right? That just doesn't exist in the area because of previous planning policies, right?
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and that there's money out there that is renting in this higher bracket, and not
Who's
because
happy to
they
pay $4 a square foot to live
five,
in a
six
brand new
dollars.
building
Yeah.
that is exactly where they want it. Not just in an upscale neighborhood. It could just be at like, whatever. Leslie and
Sure. But I
Shepherd.
mean, imagine in the upscale neighborhood if you could even be somewhat affordable,
If you
right?
think that those landlords that have the buildings that are like Barney, like we were just talking about, you think that they're bad, there's nothing worse than some guy who bought a investment condo and he's renting it out and who doesn't know what he's doing, and who's just like he's like showing up at any time of the day, and he's like, hey, I just wanted to come here and check about an email.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you know what, this year the rent, the building doesn't, it's under rent control. It's maybe a 5-year-old, 10-year-old building. And he's like, oh, this year my taxes went up a lot, so I want to increase the rent by this much. And you know what, I'm thinking about moving back in. I'm not really sure, but can you guys just move out? Like, I get all those stories.
Sure.
Those landlords there. They're the worst. People
The
don't want them.
system created those landlords, though.
Yeah, they
They
don't want those
have to
landlords. Those
exist.
landlords don't know what they're doing. So you want a professional company. You want to go to a building that is managing a new building. It's going to
Yeah.
be a professional operation. They're going to treat you well. They're going to be on top of things. They're going to, hear your concerns, and they're going to allow you to be able to enjoy and have peaceful and quiet enjoyment of that unit. And that's the best place to be.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you got anything from one of these clips. And if you want to see some more, press something on the screen here. Boom.
That was good.
That was good. That was good. I like that. That was good.